You and I, as a people, with one heart, for one cause, where the time is to rebuild and restore. Where freedom, rest, and truth prevails our land. Where there's hope for us all. Our land, where there's hope for us all. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. What a great nation. Though we are many people, different tribes, different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come.
Still standing, please, may we take the national anthem. Thank you very much. May please be seated. Let me especially welcome you to the 2024 induction and 25th anniversary celebration of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. May we please put our hands together for ourselves. Can we please celebrate ourselves at 25? Thank you. I would at this point invite for his address the registrar. Please let's put our hands together for our registrar as it comes forward, Babatunde Oyefaso.
Your Excellencies, past presidents, governing council members, friends, and inductees who are here, I greet you good evening. This is the address from the Office of the Registrar. On behalf of the Registry and His Excellency Godwin Omoka SN, President of the greatest mediation institute in Africa, it is with immense pleasure that I welcome you all, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the Governing Council, and special guests to the 2024 ADR Conference and Induction Ceremony of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. May I also use this opportunity to specially welcome our new inductees to the annual ADR Conference and Induction Ceremony. The year 2024 marks the 25th anniversary of this esteemed institute. Over the last 25 years, the institute has grown up to a membership base of around 20,000 members across diverse professional backgrounds. The annual ADR conference is equally a cherished tradition, providing valuable insights on themes that align with modern trends in the dispute resolution landscape. It also serves as a forum to showcase the extensive knowledge within our institute for both seasoned members and new inductees. We are privileged to have had with us today His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, GCON, a distinguished professor of law, clergyman, and former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who had delivered the keynote address. In addition, we have put together a stellar lineup of speakers who would be examining the conference theme, Rethinking Mediation Strategies in a Turbulent World. The discussions today would center around the complexities of a rapidly changing world characterized by economic uncertainty, social unrest, political polarization, which all demands a comprehensive re-evaluation of our mediation strategies. The challenges we face today as mediators and peace builders are significant, but so too are the opportunities for positive change. By rethinking our mediation strategies, embracing innovations, upholding high ethical principles, we can make impactful contributions to building a more peaceful and just world. I encourage all conferees and inductees likewise to engage and participate in all the sessions, interrogate the issues for discussions as they have all been designed for your learning, training, and collaboration. As part of the event, we would equally be inducting about 2,000 professionals into the associate, members, and fellowship cadre, respectively, today. May I use this opportunity to appreciate the Vice President Training, Mrs. Chioma Afuba, and the training team for steering the affairs of the Training Directorate with dedication, ensuring a standardization of our programs, and fostering better relationships with service providers and partners. Also, I would use this opportunity to appreciate our partners and service providers who have continued to collaborate with the Institute to provide trainings in mediation and capacity building to members of the public. This year, the Institute collaborated with the following organizations. 1, Citizens Mediation Center, Lagos State Ministry of Justice. 2, Federal Ministry of Justice. 3, Lead City University. 4, Abia State University. 5, University of Calabar. 6, Alkima University. 7, University of Uyo. 8, Caleb University. 9, Fountain University. 10, Obafemi Awolowo University. 11, Ajayi Crowther University. 12, Achievers University. 13, Olabisi Onabanjo University. 14, Joseph Ayo Babalola University. 15, Bowen University. 16, Shell Petroleum Development Company. 17, also worthy of commendations are Kanu, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, Enugu, and Ebonyi branches that organized various special accreditation trainings. Branch membership. To the new inductees, may I encourage you make conscientious effort to join an ICMC branch post-induction in your respective locations. Be actively engaged in branch activities. There are 7 branches in different locations. By attending branch meetings, members are afforded the opportunity to network, learn new trends in the practice of mediation, and take advantage of opportunities to interact with various dispute resolution practitioners from various fields of discipline, which can benefit members in their practice of mediation and conciliation. The list of available branches and contact informations are contained in your brochure. You may refer to it for further details. Conclusion. Today, I congratulate every inductee and warmly welcome you to the ICMC family. The induction ceremony marks a new chapter for you, one that requires dedication to upholding the ethics and high standards of this great institute. As dispute resolution expert, your skills are in high demand. It is my hope that you will rise to the responsibility of being committed to making a difference in your various sphere of influence. I equally charge you to maintain the highest ethical standards and best practice in the field of mediation and conciliation as you commence your practice. To members of the Governing Council, once again, congratulations on the 25th anniversary of the Institute, and my heartfelt appreciation to the founding members for your legacy in the dispute resolution space in Nigeria. To our teaming members and conferees, the future of world peace rests on the shoulders. We must take on the responsibility to foster peace and stability wherever we find ourselves, as the consequence of failure to preserve peace are far-reaching and devastating. Thank you for your attention. God bless. Based on, as we go through our schedule on page 11, join me as I welcome the President of the greatest mediation institute in Black Africa.
The Dean of the College of Past Presidents, Dr. Ozonia Ojello, Past President Dr. Paddy Njoku, Past President Dr. Brown Ogbefun, the Godfather, Past President Dr. High Chief Emeka Obegolu SAN, and Past President Dr. Agada Elachi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I also want to recognize our distinguished and the First Lady of the ICMC, our own MON without the EY, Mrs. Margaret Nwagbo. I want to recognize all past registrars, vice presidents that are here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. First, let me begin by thanking all of us for being here today. It's indeed a momentous occasion in the annals of our great institute. We are celebrating 25 years today as an institute, and we are also at the same time inducting over 1,380 something members into our prestigious institute this evening. I think we deserve a round of applause. I also want to say to our members that this induction ceremony and indeed all our activities have been conducted for the first time in our own building, the ICMC Mediation House. I think we deserve a round of applause. So as you settle down to enjoy the razzmatazz of the evening, the drinking, the banter, the social networking, I want to say to all of us that ICMC has grown in leaps and bounds, not least because of the many men, visionaries in their own rights, who have led this institution over the years. And please, I want to pay special tribute on this occasion to our past presidents. And as I reel out their names, please give them a round of applause. Let me begin with past presidents. Can I have your ears? Let me begin with my predecessor in office, Dr. Agada Elachi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Please give him a round of applause. I also want to commend High Chief Dr. Emeka Obegolu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Please give him a round of applause. I want to also salute the only godfather in our midst. You know, have you watched the film, The Godfather? The only godfather in our midst, Dr. Brian Ogbefu. Please give him a round of applause. And I want to recognize our elder statesman, the one and only, the great Omenuko, Chief Dr. Paddy Unjoku. And the last but not the least in the College of Past Presidents is our founding president, Dr. Ozonia Ojelo. Please give him a round of applause. I also on this occasion want to thank immensely and profusely the Conference Planning Committee for the great job they have done. In this regard, I want to recognize the Chair and VP Finance, Ambassador Victor Ojaide. Please give him a round of applause. And all his team, they've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I also want to thank my team, our ESCO members, for the great job they are doing. Please give them a round of applause. I don't want to bore us with long speeches, right? Because today, this evening is a time for celebration. It's a joyous occasion. It's a momentous occasion because indeed we are celebrating our 25th anniversary and we are also inducting almost 1,400 students, 1,400 inductees into our prestigious institute. But before I leave the podium, may I say that as mediators, we owe ourselves a duty to conduct ourselves within the highest professional standards and to observe the ethics of our profession. So please, as you get inducted this evening, know that you are not only a mediator as a practitioner, you are also a representative and an ambassador of our great institute. And you must bear that at all times in mind in your conduct and in the way you interact with members of the public. So once again, I want to congratulate all our inductees those who are going to be inducted as fellows, those who are going to be inducted as members, and those who are going to be inducted as associates, those who are physically present here, and those who are online. You have earned your stripes. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Enjoy the evening. Good evening, and God bless you. God bless ICMC. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, past president of our great institute, distinguished inductees, and honorable men and women seated in this room today. The first segment of today's ceremony will be the 25th ICMC's 25 years in 2024. So today, we'll take the first part of our segment as we recognize our heroes who live. Interestingly, our heroes are not gone. They are here today. And so we're going to pay tribute to those who have laid the foundation and the cornerstone of the most prestigious mediation institute in Black Africa. Thank all of us for being here today. So we will start as we watch a very short clip on those who have given their life and support for this institute. Thank you.
I remember the years, 1995, 1996, up to 1998, when I began inviting friends of mine, associates, colleagues, legal practitioners to my office at number 2 Isijola Road in Ilukwej, sharing the ideas of alternative dispute resolution and why it was important for us to transform the disputing landscape in Nigeria. I was inspired by 2 things. The first was the number of cases in courts in Nigeria. On an average Monday, in the magistrate courts around Lagos, you have anything from 500 to 2,000 cases. So just for mention, your case may never be heard over a 2-year period. And the high courts were congested with multiple cases. Number 2, if colleagues will remember, the period 1993 to 1998 were difficult years for Nigeria in terms of our intergroup relations. And there were even predictions and analysis by a number of international firms about how long it would take for Nigeria to dismember. These 2 driving motivations led me to invite my colleagues, encourage them to come to the office so we can work towards setting up an institution for mediation in Nigeria. The meetings were constructive, various meetings, the numbers kept changing, new people kept coming, old people kept leaving, who didn't share a division. But those that you are honoring as the core members are those who stayed with me and believe in that vision. I think that our first vision of changing the disputing landscape has been largely achieved. I know there's still work to do, but a lot of states in Nigeria have enacted legislation on ADR that now makes mediation mandatory in different kinds of cases. The second inspiration is not yet achieved. And while we set up a professional institution that enables members to become, more professional and to make money in mediation,
our induction in 2012 had 138 members. During that administration, between 2012 to 2016, presidents and registrars were using their funds to virtually run the institute in terms of courses, in terms of administration, and so on and so forth. But by the time we're living in 2016, we have moved our membership from that 138, it was in 2012, to 636, close to about 400% of what we meant. Secondly, we mobilized our members across the nation to partner with the judiciary in establishing more multi-door courthouses. And that led to a very beautiful union and partnership in Ogun State under his lordship, Justice Olatokunbo Olofade, in which we became #1 member in their honors list. As of today, when you go to the multi-door courthouse, you see that ICMC is widely written for that generation and the future generation to see. And for us, that's something on the marble that cannot be cleansed. Today, I think that state boasts of so many multi-door courthouses. So I want to thank His Lordship, Justice Olatokunbo Olofade, for that partnership that he put in place with the ICMC that had made that possible for us to be remembered all through eternity. The last thing that I think we should be remembered for was the penetration of the Northeast as at that particular time, because I remember that we had to do a lot of training in collaboration with the Adamawa State Judiciary, some very great NGOs to train the judiciary officers or judicial officers, to train other stakeholders, traditional rulers, religious leaders on how to resolve their conflicts with mediation instead of resorting to other means of resolving conflicts in our society.
As we celebrate ICMC at 25, we cannot fail to congratulate our past leaders, the founding members, the founding presidents, for their sacrifice, the trips by bus, the night meeting. As far back as 2004, when I joined ICMC, all the lawyers at Civil Rights and Mediation Center all over the country were trained by members of ICMC. We have grown in leaps and bounds. Every nook and cranny, we know ICMC. May you conceal yourself. Congratulations.
I was elected the president of the Institute sometime in 2017. I served the Institute for 4 years, 2 tenures, up to 2021. Now, part of what we did as president of the Institute was to, first of all, work on the training manual of the Institute to have a comprehensive and standardized training manual. We are going to have the law school program and all the service providers still sat down together to agree on a standard training manual for all our entry prosperity. When we finish with that, we will set to work on a transition program that will ease transition process in ICMC. And working with the council, we developed what we now use today as a transition manual. And what this manual has achieved for us is a seamless transition from one administration to the other, devoid of technicalities. I also laid the foundation and built the 4 floors ICMC headquarters in Abuja along the airport. We managed the resources we had to build that structure up to roofing and all the structures inside the building. I'm grateful to God that Dr. Maka SN and seeing the vision, keeping to it, and today ICMC has packed into its own building, and we also have tenants for generation of revenue from the Institute. Finally, we were able to change the terminologies for the officers of the Institute. We took the view that our officers should be vice presidents, and then we have a succession plan for the presidency. So what I met on the ground was directors of administration, and directors of training, which we all converted through council approval to VPs. And again, we were also able to introduce a standardized fellowship course. Before I came into the institute, there were no training or exams for fellowship. I said that I told council members that to attain the rank of fellow, there must be some minimum qualification and knowledgeable experience. So the council approved for the institute to begin the first training of fellows. We had the first training, and then one hotel in Asukoro was attended by justices, judges, senior advocates, and persons who, of course, are interested in practicing mediation as a professional endeavor. So that is the foundation of what we have today as the fellowship course, and of course the membership course of the institute. We introduced several programs, including the suffix for our fellows and members. Before I came into Icmc, everybody who has undertaken a training in mediation in Icmc goes about claiming to be a charter mediator. So after your name, you add the suffix CHMC, chartered mediator and conciliator. And we said no, that there should be grades and ranks in the institute as applicable in other professional institutions. And so we created the AICMC, MICMC, and FICMC. And I'm proud today that you can see senior lawyers, senior judges using the suffix FICMC. Whenever I see it, I look back with pride that we serve with dignity and autonomy.
I joined the Icmc in the year 2002 after being trained in the third accreditation set for the institute. So at that time, the institute was very young. There were many of the operational protocols that we have today were not there. The institute was based primarily in Lagos. The president at that time was Dr. Zonia Ojeda, and the registrar was Chino Biagu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I recall that at my induction ceremony, which held at the Federal Palace Hotel, I walked up to Dr. Zero and Chino Biagu, and I said to them, how come they have not held any mediation training in Abuja? And Zonia said to me, Agada, if you can put together a training in Abuja, we will hold the training there. And so in the year 2003, we had the first training outside of contractors at Lagos at the Hilton Hotel in Abuja. The institute at that time was at Lamlas House in the Ikorodu Road. The institute was housed by Chino Biagu. So the institute has come a long way. I mean, the issue was really about the individuals who set it up, who drove it. So I want to use this opportunity to pay homage and gratitude to our leaders who, Zonia, Chino, and others who drove the institute at that time and brought us to where we are. Set the stage for some of us to come in and bring it to where we are today.
Joined ICMC in February 2013. At that time, we had a staff strength of 2 with about 3,000 members. Today, we're about to celebrate ICMC at 25 with 20,000 members, and also launched the ICMC Mediation House. My heart is filled with joy and pride with what we've accomplished so far. On behalf of the staff of the ICMC, I want to say a big thank you to all who have made this possible.
My vision was also an institute social responsibility mindset that gives back to the society, that supported our country, Nigeria, in our journey to nationhood and helped us manage conflicts and violence proactively through prevention. That is still work ahead. I know that many of us are very active now as mediators in community level and other kinds of conflicts. That for me is the next frontier. In our desire for a more perfect union for Nigeria, that we will roll up our sleeves and commit to transforming the conflict landscape in Nigeria, making them non-violent. So whatever our differences, we're able to find common ground.
In the time that I was president, I had the privilege of leading several reforms and building on the legacies of my predecessors in office. I had the privilege, of course, of having been the registrar of the institute for several years, and so I had institutional memory, and basically I knew where the bones were buried. And so I started, for instance, by strengthening branch participation in the affairs of the institute, bearing in mind one of the things I'd always say that we described, that the institute is only as strong as the branches were. I also worked hard with the executive committee that I led to set up one of the major things that had never been done for the institute, which was development of the 5-year strategic action plan. And the 5-year strategic action plan that we put in place is what now governs and guides the operations of the institute. And indeed, in fact, even though it was a 5-year plan, it was more like a 10-year plan. And I'm hoping that my successor in office and others will carry that too. A major high point of my tenure in office was the establishment of the Victim Offender Mediation Scheme. And that scheme today has been launched at several branches of the institute and has provided our members the very important needed practice experience, with many members, upon getting trained, will always ask, how do I get practice experience? Also, I'm proud to say that I'm the president who completed the project of the Mediation House, which was started by my immediate predecessor in office, Emeka Obedulu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. And as the time I left office, I handed over the building to my successor, Godwin Omoka, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. I'm proud to say that the institute now runs from that office, and it is born out of the hard work and the sacrifice, a lot of austere measures that we had to take as a leadership. One which many people are not even happy about, to be able to save enough money to complete that project. So for me, these are some of the things that I think I'm proud about as past president. Finally, as past president, I have always ensured that we deepen the intellectual content. And one of the major things that we did was to revamp the CPD program, which was set up by my predecessor, so that now our CPD program is second to none for any mediation institute anywhere in the world. This, I think, a brief summary of some of the things that I achieved in office as president.
So I want to congratulate all of us on this 25th anniversary of our institute, the largest mediation and conciliation organization in Africa.
I wish the ICMC and all its members the best of everything during this year's induction and as we celebrate our 50th anniversary.
It's also my hope that when I'm old and feeble, I will still have the privilege of coming to the ICMC Mediation House and to, with my little experience at that time, show the younger ones how mediation can be conducted the way we learned it.
Happy 25th anniversary to the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. Long live ICMC.
I don't know if all of us are watching. The past president, after the video, started celebrating themselves. You guys deserve it. Thank you for all the work you do. You deserve it. Thank you. At this time, it's my singular privilege to welcome and call to this podium the president of the most prestigious mediation institute in Black Africa, Godwin Omoka, SAN. May I also distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to honor and pay tribute to the great minds who have laid the foundation and strength of this institute. On the first row, permit me to welcome a delectable lady with explicit and impeccable virtue, a woman who is extremely distinguished and wonderful. please join me as I welcome the ICMC First Lady, Mrs. Margaret Wangbo, MON. Mrs. Margaret Wangbo, MON.
I'll be on the phone.
No, what's that?
I mean, you. I wanna make you feel money. Make me notified. I don't want to sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. I pull my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever. While I'm gone.
All the presidents. Please, can we all the presidents, can you join the president as we award? Please, can we, let's do it here, please. Ms. Wangbo. Another honor, Mrs. Wangbo, please.
I wanna make you make me notified. I don't want to sleep alone. No, I sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. I pull my eyes, but I'll be alright. Forever. While I talk, I can't talk. It is in here, so much is gone. They don't go kill it. Don't go run it down. Don't go.
Mr. President, it's not time for the dance yet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. President. Thank you. Next on the list. Next on the list, we have Sylvester Igbokwe. Sylvester Igbokwe. Sylvester is not here. Please, Sylvester Igbokwe. Okay. Members.
On behalf of the Governing Council, I want to present this to Mr. Sylvester Igbokwe for being a founding member of ICMC and for his contribution. He's not here with us, but we love him, we appreciate him, and we thank him immensely for his efforts at building up our institute. And our founding president, Dr. Ozonia Ojelo, is here to receive the award on his behalf. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Watana yes, utukula ninapocheze, ifumnigo kwa mudede, mkwapi witese sipepe, hosi mepara singote para simano kisama tege, you ain't jackpot with all my cara, you think so you know what people.
Yeah, no. Let somebody. Let somebody.
Next on the list to be honored today is the first Deputy President, Dr. Chukwuemeka Eze. Dr. Chukwuemeka Eze will be represented to receive his award by Barrister CB Onozie, if he's here. Barrister CB Onogru, if he's here, please. Is he here? Okay, when he comes, we'll call him up. Also next on the list is Olisa Agbakuba, SAN. At this time, we'll go to our past registrars. On the list is also the second deputy president. Let me welcome the one and only Aisha Ado Abdullahi. Aisha.
Barrister Onovo, CB Onovo, is here to receive this gift on behalf of the first deputy president of the ICMC, Dr. Chukwuemeka Eze, who for unavoidable reasons is not here present today. Dr. Eze is my immediate deputy, and he's a fantastic individual. He has contributed greatly to the growth of this institute. And today, we recognize and we honor his many contributions to our great institute. So, Barrister Onovo, on behalf of the Governing Council of the ICMC, we present this token as our appreciation for the effort and the work done by Dr. Chukwuemeka Eze. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course, again, I need to announce this. Next in line, the beautiful, elegant Aisha Ado Abdullahi, our first, second deputy president. Thank you.
Aisha, should I give you a gift? Should I give you an award? Aisha is indeed a special one. She was our registrar for many years of this institute. Please give her a round of applause. And now she's the second deputy president. That speaks volumes of her commitment, her dedication, and her industry to the institute. Aisha, we appreciate you for all you have done. Thank you very much. So on behalf of the Governing Council, in appreciation of what you have done, please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Next on the list is Ambassador Segun Ogunyowo. Mr. Ogunyowo is not here. And then the next is the first registrar of the most prestigious mediation institute in Black Africa. As I welcome the one and is the only Chino Obiago, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Chino Obiago, Senior Advocate of the first registrar of our institute.
Wow, wow. Today, I was regaled by the founding president of the good works and the contributions and selfless sacrifice of my learned brother Silk, Chino Obragu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. You know, during his time as registrar of ICMC, and how he played the role that he played, his contribution to the growth of our institute. Chino, I want to thank you very much on behalf of the Governing Council. You are indeed a great man. You have surpassed many landmarks. This is just a token of our appreciation for what you have done and continue to do for our institute. Your experience, your wisdom, your insight is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And please accept this from us. Thank you, President. The founding registrar is calling on the founding president to join him.
Thank you. On the list, at this time, we want to go to the honor roll of our past president. Let me call a man with a double, he's the only one that has made history with a double title. So, hear what I'm going to say. The only man who has been a registrar and the president, also a past president. Let me call him first as registrar. Dr. Agada John Elachi, please. He didn't want me to forget that.
Distinguished members of ICMC, I want to recognize a man who wears a unique hat. First, as a registrar of our great institute, and secondly, as my predecessor in office and our immediate past president, Dr. Agada John Elachi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Please give him a round of applause. Before I present his award, let me say this. I served under his tenure as the first deputy president. So I can say a few things. Today, we celebrate the fact that we are in our own property. But I can tell you without equivocation that we wouldn't be in that property if not for the fact that for the 3 years of his administration, my brother, Dr. Agada Elachi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, prioritized our ICMC house. Please give him a round of applause. He introduced several measures to ensure that we accomplish that building. And that speaks volumes of his commitment of his dedication, and of his vision. So today, past President Agada Alachi, I don't know whether I'm addressing you as past president or past registrar right now. Past registrar right now. We thank you so much for all you have done. We know you are part of us. You will continue to be part of us, and we will continue to appreciate us. And we'll continue to appreciate you, and we'll continue to count on your depth of wisdom and knowledge as we pilot the affairs of the Institute forward. So thank you. Don't go too far.
Let me at this time again, as I go through the honor roll of past presidents, a man with unique character. Before he sits, let me welcome back on stage Dr. Agada John Alachi.
I don't know, no. They said they don't know. Then they call me.
Thank you. Thank you. My brother, Dr. Agada Alachi, on behalf of the Institute, I want to present this to you in recognition of your service as president of the Institute. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies, gentlemen, may I welcome the man with the tall spirit, the man who laid the key and cornerstone of the biggest mediation structure in this country. Let me welcome Double High Chief Dr. Emeka Jude Philip Ubegulu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Immediate past President, ICMC.
Thank you. You know, as a president, I stand on the shoulders of other presidents. And one of the great presidents of the ICMC on whose shoulders I stand is my brother Silk, Dr. Emeka Obegolu, SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Please give him a round of applause. You can see he's a man of gigantic physical attributes. So also is his vision, his passion, his dedication. They match his physical qualities. I will say this, and I'm sure everyone who knows the ICMC will concur. The fact that we have a building today, we attribute solely to Dr. Obegolu. the property, the land, the building, all began during his tenure as president of ICMC between 2016 and 2020. Please give him a round of applause. He's done so much for the Institute. We cannot thank him enough. Therefore, on behalf of the Governing Council, Mr. President, I want to present this to you as our appreciation of your contribution to the growth of our institute. Thank you very much for all you have done and for all you continue to do.
Tell my mommy for ya. For the little things they do when they make me go low. Hey, you love me for your color. But the way you go, you know where you can do me, bubble.
Next on the list of honor roll of our past presidents. Let me just take a few seconds to say this. One time, this man and I attended a program together. It was a program where he's a very simple, quiet man. That's what I know him as. And so we're having training for labor leaders. And then when this quiet, unassuming man walked in, I didn't know. When he walked in, the whole, all those labor leaders, I was wondering what was happening. All those labor leaders stood up and they started their song. I thought it was a war. I discovered they stood up for the general, their one-time general, who is the one and only godfather of ICMC. Let me welcome Dr. Louis Brown Whitford, past president, ICMC, a one-time president of Pengerson. Great to have you.
You know, when you are a unionist, you know what it means. The godfather, as we call him in ICMC, was the former president of Pegasan. And then he ventured into mediation and became our president. Very cerebral, very committed, very dedicated, very loving, very understanding, a fatherly figure and a role model to so many of us. Dr. Brown, we thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Bring it to you. Please collect it.
I'm sure many of you know this in the culture, in our culture, we want to get to the big masquerades. He's very busy, so I'm taking my time to call him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to call on stage one of our prolific past presidents of ICMC. He is Dr. Hadi Unjoku, the Omenoko of the whole universe, Dr. Paddy Njoku, past president, ICMC, the big masquerade, the big masquerade, the big masquerade.
Thank you very much. You can see his majestic steps. You can see his regal outfits. That is quintessential Omenuko, the Omenuko of the universe. Not of the great beyond, but of the universe. Please give him a round of applause. Dr. Paddy Njoku, past president. I call him our elder statesman and our father. Thank you, sir, for all you have done. Today, we celebrate ICMC in Abuja. If you did not take that bold step to carry the baby, ICMC from Lagos to Abuja, we won't be here today. It is to your vision, it is to your foresight, and it is a testament to the fact that you are indeed a visionary. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. On behalf of the Institute, may I present this token as our appreciation for your enormous contribution, selfless sacrifice to our Institute. Thank you very much, sir.
Your Excellencies, very specially distinguished honorable Nigerians, my president has asked me to say a few words. And he said that this is a special honor he is giving me to honor you. He has been speaking. The chairman of the organizing committee has been speaking. Some other people have been speaking. And that reminds me of what happened in one of our villages, where a trader was invited to be the chairman of the sports event of a secondary school. The man came there and there was too much grammar. And he did 3 bottles of beer and slept off. By the time they called him to speak, he looked around and said, the sports master has speak. The principal don't spoke. Me now, I go spark. So they allowed him to spark. I will not speak. I will speak. Today is a glorious day in the history of Nigeria. That a Nigerian founded institute that resuscitated our ancestors' culture of dispute resolution has marked 25 years in successful existence. Please give a round of applause to all the founders and all the people who have brought it to this level. I may not want to go into the history, but when I saw the founding president, Ozonio Jello, and the founding registrar, Chinobiago SAN, walking hand in hand from this podium in friendship and harmony, I felt very happy and grateful to God, because they had a little misunderstanding initially, which, if we didn't introduce mediation between them, would have led to the death and burial of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. Today, they are partners in progress, and the Institute has done 25 years. And it took yours truly, your humble servant speaking here, to go to Lagos, where they were operating from. I kidnapped the baby called Icmc and brought it to Abuja and housed it in my office for 6 years. And today, it is an adult. Please give a round of applause to that spirit of survival. It is also important that all of you who are going to be inducted know that what the white man calls alternative dispute resolution is like what he calls alternative medicine. Anything he doesn't understand becomes alternative. Alternative dispute resolution is African dispute resolution. We had no prisons, we had no police force, we had no armory. We resolved our conflicts in our communities. And we practiced as a system of governance what I call consensual communalism, whereby we resolve our conflicts among ourselves and keep going. So I want to thank Mr. President for moving us up to this great level after all these past presidents have contributed their bits. We want to charge you that are coming on to take us to greater heights in Africa, not heights that we will crash from, but heights that we can sustain. May God bless you all.
Ladies, my gentle lords, next on our honor roll is the second president of our institute, Dr. Chuka Agbu. I understand Dr. Chuka Agbo is not here. So let us finally do this. So I'm going to inquire all of us to do something as I go through this process. At this time, let me call the man who is the president of the Quorum of Past Presidents. Let me repeat, he's the president of the Quorum of Past Presidents. The man who had the dream and the vision, the courage to do what has changed billions today in Africa. Let me call, please, if we don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise. May we all rise as I do this. Please, may we all rise. May we all rise. Please, may we all rise wherever we are. Please, all of us, may we all rise as I welcome and introduce on our honor roll the founding president, the man who gave birth, the dream and the vision of this, Dr. Ozonia Ojelo. Please, Dr. Ozonia Ojelo.
Alam ko dance, make it dance, listen to the plate, almost say we dance, alam ko dance, you go dance, you go dance. What have I been now for the day? Steady chasing me far, they concentrate. Anytime I do, whether night or day, I day on my chain.
Please have your seats. For those of us who are lawyers, we have a Latinism, and it is elementary law. We say res ipsa loquitur, meaning the thing speaks for itself. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of ICMC, before you is our founding president, the man whose vision, whose ideas gave birth to the ICMC of today. The man, but for whom we will not be here today. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Founding president, we thank you. We thank you for your vision. We thank you that your vision did not die in stillbirth. We thank you that you expressed it and you pursued it with tenacity and with purpose. Thank you for all you have done. You are the reason why we have ICMC today. Thank you very much. We cannot honor you enough because a child cannot honor his mother enough. We cannot honor you enough. So thank you very much for giving birth to this institute. Thank you so much.
Mr. President, all past presidents, we established a protocol in the morning, so permit me to stand on that existing protocol. I'll keep it brief because right now we are making merry, and so this is not the time for long speeches. First, a shout out to all former presidents, from Chuka Abu to Chief Njoku, to Godfather Brown, a boyfriend, to Sir Emeka Obegolu, to Agada Elachi, and now to our president, Godwin Omoaka. You can have a vision, but if you don't have those who take their vision forward that vision will be stillborn. Every single president of ICMC has shared that vision and taken it forward in amazing ways. So my deep gratitude to you and my appreciation to each and every one of you. And then, of course, there are foundational members. Some of you have never heard of them. Some are present. Without these foundational members, in those early days in the 1990s, this vision would also have been stillborn. When I convened meetings in my office every month, there were different attendees, which meant that some showed up, heard the news, didn't feel impressed or compelled enough, and they never came back. But there were people who stayed. Shino Obiagu, my dear brother and our first registrar, is here. Uche Anioke, who was the first chairman of Enugu branch, from the early days, from 1996, before we started thinking of ICMC, we were just thinking about mediation, generally in Nigeria, and what we needed to do. Uche Anioke is here. Emeka Eze, who was a National Youth Service personnel in my office, was there. You look at the logo, look at our emblem. You don't know who designed it. It was also another young man who was a National Youth Service personnel in my office, known as Ifeanyi Okechukwu, who designed this emblem. Today, he's the director of programs in WANEP. You never heard his name before. He was one of our pioneer members. Who was our secretary taking our minutes? My wife, who was also a legal practitioner, but who sat there because we needed to save money. I didn't have money to pay her a salary. So my wife always was there at the office to take the minutes and manage the operations, and she was there. Our very first training, the very first training we organized, we had only one participant. And me and Uche Anyoke were the resource persons. Our very first training, one participant, and we ran the training for 5 days. We incurred costs, and we spent our money running that training. But that is our institute today, because we believed in our vision, we leverage our resources. So today I look across the hall, I look at our numbers, 20,000 members, and you know what I said to you? Everyone who is here tonight, when anybody says to you that it is impossible, don't believe them. When anybody says to you that it cannot be done, don't believe them. What is most important is your dream, your vision, your passion, your commitment. Go with your passion. Make that mistake, stumble, fall down, pick yourself up again, but believe in your passion and in your vision. Because the only thing I had, and the only thing Chino and Uche and my wife and all the others had, was our vision and our passion about a different landscape for disputing and conflict resolution in Nigeria. We had no idea where it will lead us, but we were willing to try. And 25 years on, see where it has brought all of us. Believe in your dream and your vision, and you will ultimately persevere and conquer. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. President and the Council, for this wonderful honor. I'm deeply grateful.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the wings of the founding president, let me pronounce today a unique award to a distinguished man who has been devoted from the beginning since 1996 to the cause of ICMC. He has given his time, talent, and all he could to grow the institute. Let me call on the Honorable Chief Cyril Anyoke for a unique award. Chief Cyril Anyoke, unique award. Chief Cyril Anyoke for consistency to the cause of ICMC.
Distinguished members of ICMC, you heard it from the mouth of the founding president himself. Chief Cyril Uche Anioke has been with ICMC since 1996. Then it was not called ICMC. That speaks volumes to his commitment to the cause of ICMC, to his contribution to the good of ICMC. He has been with this institute for 28 years. Please give him a round of applause. Chief Anyoke, on behalf of the Governing Council, I want to thank you immensely for your love, for your selfless service for ICMC, and for all you do. Thank you very much.
At this time, let me invite Mr. President, you can't go yet. ICMC is 25 years old. Let me call on all members of the ESCO. All members of the ESCO, please, could you come forward? All members of the ESCO. All members of the Executive Committee of ICMC, please come forward. All members of the Executive Committee of ICMC. Distinguished past presidents, distinguished past president led by Dr. Osonia Ojelu. We're going to cut the ICMC cake. Past registrars, past presidents, please may we come forward as to do the ICMC at 25. Past presidents, past registrars, all members of the executive committee. The second deputy, the delectable Aisha Ado Abdullahi, will guide the process of the cutting. Aisha, so you need to guide us.
from what I see, as you can see, the 25th anniversary cake is 3-layered. The first 2 layers are for the first 10 years, and then the top layer is for the 5 years, 25 years. So, distinguished past presidents and members of EXCO, can we be ready? Okay, I'm going to spell Icmc. And then we cut the cake. So, are we ready? Icmc. Congratulations, Icmc. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
A celebration will last throughout the year. So bring your good times, your life. We don't celebrate, so party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. What?
Okay.
We go celebrate and have a good time. It's time.
Mr. President, Mr. President, Godwin Omwaka, SAN. After this process, we're going to have an entertainment from a unique group called the Heritage Group. But before we do that, we want to do this award of service and selflessness. And this award is presented to the Icmc administrative manager of Icmc, a lady that has given selfless service, devotion, and dedication to this institute. Irene Carson. Is Irene Carson? Irene. Honor of service and dedication. Irene. I'm sure this is coming to Irene as a surprise. Irene. Irene Carson.
Stamina, stamina. You gonna need more stamina. Oh, yeah, like the morning now. Make I know say you cover me now. So many things I could do to you.
Irene Carson, the selfless, devoted. Please, can we put our hands together for Irene Carson? Devoted, dedicated woman. Wonderful lady. Irene Carson.
Give me the permission to, give me the permission to show you anything I got it.
Now you take my breath away. I'm a one question, still fair for me. Live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day. So anything I can do to you. If only you give me the permission to, give me the permission to show you anything I got it.
Irene is a special one. A special one in the sense that Irene has been dedicated to the cause of Icmc for over 10 years. She's the longest serving member of the Icmc Secretariat. Please give her a round of applause. And she also heads the Secretariat as of today. Please, another round of applause. Irene, this is to recognize your contribution, your hard work. And to also know, let other members of our secretariat know that they are appreciated and that in seasons to come, we will do something similar for them as well. So thank you very much for all you have done for ICMC. And we know you will continue to do more. So thank you very much. On behalf of the Governing Council, I present this to you.
You carry me go some distance. If I touch your body, make you touch on dimension, nigga. And girl, your love come like me, and like a fire, you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Heritage Group.
Holy Father, screaming my Lady Gaga. Tickle me in my feelings, I'll be yada. Body's got enough feeling, Holy Father.
Mr. President, sir, past president, founding president, members of the governing council, fellows, members, and inductee. We've arrived at a junction that is very critical to this program, and that is the induction ceremony of our new inductees into the Institute. Yeah. Yes. Before we commence with the induction, it's imperative for me to recognize certain dignitaries who are in our presence. And the first I will do is to recognize the wife of our landlord, my Lord, Honorable Justice Susanette Wike. My Lord, you're welcome to today's evening. We welcome you, ma. I also want to recognize the presence of the International Treasurer of FIDA, Mrs. Aguma. You are also welcome, ma. Mr. President, sir. Mr. President, sir, it's time to welcome your new members. For the want of time, we will be calling the new inductees in batches and we'll commence with the associates. The procedure is once your batch is called, we'll encourage you to kindly stand up. We also recognize the fact that some of the associates or some of the inductees are online, and I'm sure they would come online now. And so the first set we'll be calling are the Base University Abuja 12th of November 2023 batch. If you are here, please kindly be upstanding. Base University Abuja 12th November 2023 batch. If you are here, please be upstanding. Before Mr. President administer the oath to you, behind your brochure is the induction oath and affirmation. I want to encourage you after you've taken your oath to kindly fill the particulars as it concerns you. Also ensure you put your signature and a date and drop off at the help desk so that it will complete your induction process. Mr. President, sir, Base University, November, Base University, 12th November 2023 batch are upstanding, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Registrar. Those from Base University, 12th November 2023 batch, please take the following oath after me. You say, I state your name. As an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote, and abide by the professional ethics and code of conduct of the Institute, that as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibility with all sense of integrity and impartiality, and I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the Institute to disrepute. And I agree that the Institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measure against me as it deems fit if I act in a manner that brings the Institute to disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations. Have more color. Okay. Let them come in. Just call the back. Let them come out here.
Next batch is Abuja February Mediation Skill Accreditation and Certification course, February to 9th, 2024. Please kindly step forward. Abuja February Mediation Skill Accreditation and Certification course, February 5th to 9th, 2024. Please step forward to take your oath. Please step forward. Abuja February.
It's okay. Abuja, February 5th to 9th, 2004 set. Please step forward. Thank you.
Please hurry up, hurry up. We won't wait for you. There are so many to be called. Hurry up. No, let them stay here. Yes. Hurry up, please. Do you have this? You have this? So open to the last page where you have the oaths and repeat the oath after me. You will say your name. When I say you mention your name. 1, 2, go. I, as a member, as an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote, and abide by the profession, ethics, and code of conduct of the Institute, that as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibility with all sense of integrity and impartiality. And I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the Institute to disrepute. And I agree that the Institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measure against me as it deems fit if I act in a manner that brings the Institute to disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations. Please sign your form and then send it to us. Congratulations. Please, you can turn around and face the camera and take your pictures. Congratulations. Please give them a round of applause.
Next batch is the Lagos Mediation Skill Accreditation and Certification course. Okay. Okay, sir. Let's go 3 or 4 bites. Okay, sir. Next set of batch, Lagos Mediation Skills Accreditation and Certification course, March 4th to 8th, 2024. Please step forward. Also, Ajay Crowther University, 4th to 8th March 2024. Please step forward. Lagos Mediation Skills Accreditation and Certification course, March 4th to 8th, 2024. Please step forward. Ajay Crowther University, 4th to 8th March 2024. Please step forward. Okay. Obafemi Awolowo University, March 25th to 29th, 2024. Also, please step forward. Virtual Medication Skill Accreditation and Certification course, April 5th to 19th, 2024. Please step forward. Lagos Mediation Skill Accreditation and Certification course, March 4th to 8th, 2024. Please step forward. Ajay Crowther University, 4th to 8th March 2024. Please step forward. Obafemi Awolowo University, March 25th to 29th, 2024. Please step forward. Virtual Mediation Skills Accreditation and Certification course, April 15th to 19th, 2024. Please step forward. Lead City University / University of Ibadan, April 29th to 3rd May 2024. Please step forward.
Yeah. Now, I know some of you are online, participating virtually. So please take the following oath after me. You will insert your name in the space. 1, 2, go. I, as an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote, and abide by the professional ethics and code of conduct of the Institute, that as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of integrity and impartiality. And I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the Institute to disrepute. And I agree that the Institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measure against me as it deems fit, if I act in a manner that brings the Institute to disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations, you are now associate members of the Institute. Please sign your induction form and submit it to the Secretariat. Congratulations. Please give them a round of applause.
Next batch, Lagos State University, May 6th to 10th, 2024. Federal Ministry of Justice, May 13th. So I should call all of them. Federal Ministry of Justice, May 13th to 16, 2024. For want of time, the president has given me the permission to call out everyone who is going to be inducted as an associate member to please step forward. Federal Ministry of Justice, May 13 to 16, 2024. Redeemers University, May 13 to 17, 2024. Port Harcourt Mediation Skill Accreditation and Certification course, May 20 to 24, 2024. Ekiti State University, May 20 to 24, 2024. Kano Special Mediation Skill and Accreditation Certification course, May 27 to 31st, 2024. University of Lagos, June 1st, 2nd, 7th, and 9th, 2024. SPSP Virtual Mediation Skill and Accreditation course, June 3rd to 7th, 2024. Caleb University, June 12th to 15th, 2024. University of Lagos Virtual Training, June 17th to 21st, 2024. June Virtual Mediation Skill and Accreditation, June 24 to 28, 2024. Bowen University, June 24 to 28, 2024. University of Ibadan / SPS Special Mediation Skill, June 26 to 29, 2024. Leeds City University, Ibadan, July 8 to 12th, 2024. SPS Abud Virtual Mediation Skill, July 15 to 19, 2024. Joseph Ayo Babalola University, Ikeji, Osun State, July 15 to 19, 2024. Alkima University, Ilorin, July 22nd to 26, 2024. Olabisi Onabanjo University, August 12th to 16, 2024. University of Calabar, May 31st to June 1st, August 18 to 20, August 2024. August Virtual Mediation Skill. Everyone being inducted as an associate, please step forward. Everyone being inducted as an associate, please step forward.
Please, if you know you are being inducted as an associate tonight and you have not already taken the oath, please step forward and make haste about it. Quickly. Quickly, please. Thank you. Now you are going to take the oaths with me, and we'll take it after the count of 2. There is a blank space in the oath. You say your name as you repeat the oath after me. I, as an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote, and abide by the professional ethics and code of conduct of the Institute. That as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of integrity and impartiality. And I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the Institute into disrepute. And I agree that the Institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measures against me as it deems fit, if I act in a manner that brings the institute into disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations. Please give yourself a round of applause. Congratulations. Please clap for them. You are now members of the institute. Please submit, please sign the form and return it to the secretariat. Thank you very much. You can now wear your medal. You can also wear your medal. Please wear your medal. You are free to wear your medal.
Next set of inductees are those to be inducted tonight as members, full members of the Institute. If you are to be inducted as a full member of the Institute, kindly step forward. If you are to be inducted tonight as a full member of the Institute, please step forward.
Please, if you know you are being inducted as a member, full member of the Institute, not an associate now, a member, the middle level kidder, please step forward. We know there are those of you that are online as well. Okay, thank you. Now you will repeat your oath after me and you will insert your name after the word I. We will start after the count of 2. 1, 2. I, as a member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote and abide by the professional ethics and code of conduct of the Institute, that as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of integrity and impartiality. And I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the Institute to disrepute. And I agree that the Institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measures against me as it deems fit if I act in a manner that brings the Institute to disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations. Please give yourself a round of applause. Please clap for them. You are now members of the Institute. You can now wear your membership tags and you can shake your hands with the past presidents. Please turn around and shake hands with the past presidents.
Mr. President, sir, the next batch to be inducted this night are the fellows. Every inductee in the fellowship cadre kindly step forward. Please note that you are not supposed to wear your medal until you have been inducted. I would encourage you to remove it. Then please turn around and face. Mr. President, sir, I hereby invite you to administer the oath to the 165 inductees for the fellowship cadre.
Thank you, Registrar. One house, please. Now, those of you who are to be inducted shortly as fellows, you hold the highest professional qualification of our institute, which is the fellowship cadre. Please don't wear your medal until after you have taken your oath. You will take your oath shortly, and thereafter, please listen to me carefully. You will take your oath shortly, and thereafter, the past presidents and the members of the governing council will move around you. You give them your medal, and they will wear it for you. Did you get that? So hold your medal in your hands. Bring them out of your pockets. Hold them. After your oath is administered, the past presidents and governing council members will walk around you and help you, and you give them your medal and they will wear it for you. Now we are going to take the oath. So please, we will start after 1, 2. I, as a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, do hereby undertake to respect, promote, and abide by the professional ethics and code of conduct of the Institute. That as a mediator and conciliator, I will discharge my professional responsibilities with all sense of integrity and impartiality. And that I will not engage in any act or conduct that is capable of bringing the profession of mediation and conciliation and the name of the institute to disrepute. And I agree that the institute shall revoke my membership or take such other disciplinary measures against me as it deems fit, if I act in a manner that brings the institute to disrepute. So help me God. Congratulations. Please give yourself a round of applause. Congratulations. Members of past president, members of governing council, I present to you our fellowship class of 2024.
Too big to be too rich. Too smart. Way too smart to be
Another hits jam from what known at the top.
Okay, need this. Okay, need that. I'm a uno sisi que la yo, porque no no bola that, bola that. I don't want only water, only money, only money, only money, only money. We are wood the fire, wood the thunder, only money, only money, only money. Left to marry.
If you get a woman, hold on tight, oh. Me and my guys, we take for bike, oh. Now her location take for mine, too. If you leave a woman, she go up fine, too. Don't be lying, because you see that blind the eye, too. Me and my guys, we know this smile, oh. Big dog boys, we know the lie, oh. Big dog boys, we know the jello, body. And you see why I would just move up, body. Only one thing we know the light now, body. One wrong move is on to my end, so make it go try. As you see me, my yoga no the package, okay. As you see me, and they call me the chairman, no. And even if you follow me, go hard, and they feeling me, oh. As you see me, oh, we like my people, so everything's new, everything nice. Too much thoughts, you go get back here. That plateau, we go there, like, say you want them to go, like, only on you, on you. Only on you, on you, oh, God, be ready to show that we got the rest of, oh, God, I don't want my hands on the window, oh, God, money, they buy it up, oh, God, get to know we want to now, oh, God,
Yes, Father, you never. Fuck time to take over. You don't stay where I go with me. Back down the beat. I know if I look back, the beat will not. Father, Father. City, I don't need me like follow. I won't focus on you. On God. I move my way. And go my way. Oh, Lord, Father. I move my way. I just got, I got voice, I got voice, flex it up, flex it noise, flex it up, I just got, I got voice, I got voice, I got voice, flex it up, flex it up. Elaborate, balance, electricity, vibes on a frequency, till infinity, steady on a different beat. Life is not that deep. It's all about the energy, a mentality. I make it my body. Body go sign. And you know everything I do is nobody else concerned. We go come online. And I say, don't get mad. Because I know the line. I need your vibration, I can't I can't on the road.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I
And I go and I don't go return. And then one night, girl, look, it's on. Relationship feel like job. And I know get it feel be at all.
And you know about I'm a thought from our Muslim. But the lamba not tongue by tongue. You have to wait till it reach your turn again. My head there, my brain they turn. They don't use me back, so no time for love. I be bad boy too far. Baby, stand up, move on, and you get it from me. And your presence is stunning. Stop playing and see what love be money. If no be Jesus is coming, I know I'm born again, 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 again. Different gone. My lady girl, you different, different gone. I don't know why, but I'm listen gone. Right girl, I'm addicted, addicted gone. You are look at my darling. You are look.
Your Excellencies, Your Excellencies, join me as I welcome the Vice President, Marketing and Membership for the vote of thanks.
It's 2047. The man that never settle. You be what I be get. Possibility no ya wole no. Better recognize. Better stop all time. But what I think they go come right. I said they shut it down all time. You think that I'm money is like that I'm and they come with that bad. Who I can tell you? I'm a tiny. You a person and nigga like one. You can never give what give me in one.
Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Our hearts are filled with joy. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you to the most prestigious Mediation Institute and ADR Institute in Africa. We say welcome. We say congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The day is fast spent. If you are still in this hall, you deserve a round of applause. Thank you so much. A round of applause for everyone. It's been a warm evening. My job here is to appreciate every single person in this hall. It is my privilege to give these votes of thanks to all those who have made this occasion a success. We still have pictures going on. We want the congratulations to go on all night if we can. But we must wrap up and start to go back to our various destinations. Congratulations, everyone. Standing on existing protocol, may I again appreciate and doff my hat, my imaginary hat in this case. Congratulations, congratulations. Thank you so much. May I again doff my imaginary hat to the esteemed College of Past Presidents, ICMC, we will never tire of coming to gain from your wealth of wisdom. Thank you so much for your foresight. Thank you so much for making ICMC what it is. Special thanks go to the chairman of the conference, founding president, past president but ever present, Dr. Ozonia Ojelo. He is a textbook of ideas. We appreciate you so much, sir. This kind of event would not be possible without the contributions of so many members. And would like to just thank so many of them. I'd like to start with the Governing Council, the Executive Committee members, the staff and ad hoc staff of ICMC, we'd like to really take our time to appreciate you all. The planning committee, the chairperson of the planning committee, their work in planning this conference was just amazing. They put in time and effort, and they did so much to put this together. And we really appreciate you. We'd like to also appreciate, as we welcome all our esteemed members, special guests. We'd like to recognize and appreciate the speakers of a conference, the panelists, the moderators of the session for their invaluable insights and sharing so much with us. We feel refreshed every time we listen to them. Thank you so much. Very great thank you to all our esteemed members, especially our new members who are just joining us today. Again, we say welcome. And special thanks to all our partners, media team, the entertainment committee, and all those who have put this together. It really would be impossible to achieve so much of it without your assistance. Without spending too much of our time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the most prestigious institute, ADR Institute in Africa, ICMC, and on my behalf, we say thank you to the Almighty, and we say thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Will you be my girl? I love this. What about this sticky fantasy? This sticky legacy. Pass the formation. Start the innovation. Everything I put together. You know, you're by my family. Now we just the money. Signal. Billy, 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 start my Billy to be silly, more simile, I'm silly, you can't see me, I know what for your opinion.
What's the matter from out here?
Billy, Count my billing to the ceiling, the million, I'm feeling, you can't see me, I know I know your opinion, oh, oh, oh.